Well, hello, welcome to Tarot 2T. Today we're going to do an October 2022 reading for the sign of Scorpio. And if this is your first time joining me, welcome. Glad you found my channel. If you're returning, thank you for coming back. So I apologize for being a little late for the October readings. I've been out of town and I was able to get most of them done before I left, but unfortunately a few of you did not get done, and you were one of them. So I'm here to make it up to you. We're going to ask, what does Scorpio need to know for the month of October? Could be even a little delayed message since I'm a little late. The message could be late. In other words, more pertinent to the second week of October as opposed to the first one. It's all in the cards, right? It's all on the cards. Anything goes. Oh. Hey. Let's get some cards of advice. Okay. And I'll get started here. Definitely has something going on with you. Definitely. I can feel it in my bones. Okay. Let's get started. Six of Spades, you got something here that was destined to happen. This is part of your, I like to put this in the context of your life path. Depending how spiritual you are, this could be in terms of what you're here to learn, why you're in this incarnation, why you're on this planet among us. Something fated, but it also talks about opportunities and options. So let's see what's going on, see if we can get some more specifics. Things are looking very comfy here in your home life. You feel very secure and stable going forward, and you're feeling very connected to something or somebody. Could be just like a roommate. Doesn't have to be like the romantic partner of your life, but that definitely could be on the table. It could be like a family unit, that kind of thing. Wow, you're experiencing some kind of major life completion, and this is a huge celebration for you. This has brought a lot of happiness and joy, and just kind of ongoing celebrating, enjoying life. Things are really good for you here. So you got this stable, wonderful, loving home life, but you also have this major completion that talks about happiness, like on the grand scale. Wow. Now, look at the way these cards came out. You got the happiness in the middle, and you're denoted by these spades on the ends. I always look at this as a very significant sign. This Seven of Spades is about some kind of truth being revealed. Something uncovered. I take it's part of this destiny life path thing. I'm not sure, maybe you're experiencing this stability and this joy, and perhaps there's something that's destined to be uncovered in your life. Unfortunately, it's not usually a positive thing. It kind of speaks about it creating a rift between people, separations. I don't know, the other way we could interpret this, I will pull more cards, no worries, Scorpio, but the other way we can interpret this is something you learned, but you're going on with your life and you're happy anyway. It's like it's water under the bridge, or it's something you're dealing with very, very, in a very positive way. You're not letting it get in the way of your life here. And how you feel about things, which is fantastic. That's a spiritual path, man. That's the way to do it. Not being influenced by outwardly circumstances. Got another Seven of Hearts, though. You got another seven. So sevens are your internal experience. So in here, you're looking at something being uncovered, or some kind of truth coming out. Here you're talking about people letting you down. This is heartbreak. not like in a romantic sense necessarily. It's just like people letting you down, and you know, things were really good with this individual or this circumstance in the beginning, but it was short-lived. It's like it's kind of kind of along the lines of things you weren't expecting, but it's definitely unfortunate changes, and it's usually caused by an outside party, outside circumstances. Okay, interesting. So you got a lot of emotion here with these hearts. I'll just say that off the bat, and you have a lot of internal experience going on. So this is going to be the tone of the reading. Whoa. Okay, I got you guys. I got 2 cards. You have the colorized Joker and you have the Ace of Clubs. So you're going through definitely some changes with this Joker. Talks about things being unsettled, kind of up in the air. If you think about the way jokers or jesters can juggle, I kind of see it as that kind of energy. Things are just kind of shifting around for you. But it doesn't look like it's upsetting you to the point of it's disturbing your home life, which is, I feel like that's the strong message there. There's a lot of crap going on around you. It's like you're in the eye of the hurricane. You're in the eye of the hurricane with this. This Joker, I will mention, is also the Magician card. In traditional tarot, the Magician card represents kind of, you know, forces of magic. If you want to say that universal energy coming in and giving you a boost in some direction or making changes that are definitely unexpected, but just changes that usually drive things into a different course. You know what I mean? Like you're going with, I envision like a cork bobbing in the water, and if it gets bumped by something, it's going to go off on this other course. So that's how I see the Magician energy. Usually it's for the better. It's usually for the better, but it's usually not expected. Now with this Ace of Clubs, and that came out with it, this is your new start. I think you had some major letdowns here. That's why you're in this fantastic place, because you're embarking on this new start, and this is about learning, desiring to learn new information, but just gathering new information or skill in some area. So I think you're learning to navigate through this. I think we might be looking at a situation here that echoes from the recent past. But you're really stable and you're really feeling secure about yourself, which I again will commend you, Scorpio, for being such a rock in this situation. You're just incredibly stable, and you're like calm about it, even though you've had some heartbreak and you've had letdown, and it probably was a person or a group, and that's where I think whatever this heartbreak was, this was the truth that came out. Unfortunately. It's not like necessarily you found out something and then they let you down. It's kind of like I'm picking up that it happened in tandem. Like the letdown, the truth. I mean, I'm pointing at that. The 7 of Spades. Sorry, the letdown or whatever truth that came out kind of led to this instantaneous letdown and heartbreak. The truth that came out led to the heartbreak. I'm not sure if that involved, because we're not seeing any kind of movement here as far as, you know, having your lifestyle or your living circumstances upset. Actually, we see the opposite. We see you feeling very secure in some sense. So this could have been like a job situation. This could have been like a breakup with a friend that you've had for a long time, but you're on this path of this new start. That's why I'm hanging on to this Ace of Clubs, because this is about learning how to get along without this person or this group in your life. And things are kind of topsy-turvy with this Joker energy, of course, but you got the magic of the universe on your side here, kind of gently steering you in a direction. I do think that's part of the destiny. And here we have another card of options and opportunities opening up for you. This is also the card of personal growth. No crap, I could have told you that. You're going through significant personal growth. And I think you're mastering it with this ten of Hearts. Totally. I think you're mastering it. And you have a lot of opportunities opening up for you. If it hasn't happened already, that's what's about to surface here in October, okay? Four of Spades, yes. Again, this is the card of stability and feeling secure with your home life. But this is also indicating that there was some stress in the past, and now you're experiencing that stress relief. This is actually one of the more positive spades. These spades tend to be the downer energy and kind of the bad news in cartomancy, and this one actually talks about you coming out of a period of some kind of stress. So I think, again, we're looking at the remnants of a past situation, but you're currently looking really, really nice here. You're handling things very well, and you're in a good place mentally. Eight of Spades, it could have been around work. Yep, this is the workaholic card. This is problems at work. This is stress in the form of physical stress, mental stress, emotional stress, somebody causing you a huge issue at work. Yeah, that's what it was. Some kind of truth came out about work. And it really got to you here with the Seven of Hearts. I did not think this was romantic, and I don't think it is. I think it's like some kind of bubble burst for you. I'm hearing the bubble burst. Like, I don't know, maybe you found yourself in the career that you finally felt in tune with. It fulfilled you in so many levels. Checked a lot of boxes. I'm hearing it checked a lot of boxes. It was something you could really get into. You were doing well. And then the bubble burst. Truth revealed. One more card here before I move on to advice. For Scorpio, Five of Diamonds. Well, this is changes in your finances. So if you had any kind of job break, it's not affecting your finances negatively here. This is actually the opposite. It's an exchange. It's a change in financial situation, but a lot of times it's some kind of settlement. Like maybe you were able to pull out your 401k, or you had some kind of savings plan thing that you were able to take away with you. It's also about job change, though. Yeah, that's what happened here. And it's changes in general in your financial situation, but not necessarily, again, for the worse. I actually see it as the opposite. Cards of advice, you got the Eight of Clubs. The Eight of Clubs talks about having to make a decision. You reach kind of a crossroads. It's also the card of maybe having being stuck on an idea. I'm actually hearing you were stuck on this job. You were stuck on this career. You were stuck on this company. Whatever the situation was, you were kind of stuck on it. And it led you to this decision, which I think was to separate and to move on with your life. And to move, because you have a lot. This Four of Spades is the support you have around you. It's like the family, the partner, friends, whatnot. And these two cards, again, in the realm of advice, you have the Ten of Diamonds, which is fantastic prosperity and success that you're looking at here. So whatever this letdown was with this job situation and finding out something that led to it ending, it's going to lead you. It has. Let me slow down. I'm starting to talk too fast. That means I'm getting a download. Okay. It has completed a cycle in your life financially, but this cycle has led to some great prosperity and good fortune. If it hasn't already occurred, or you're not already feeling that, you're headed in that way with this Ten of Diamonds. You also have the Black and White Joker. This is a little bit different from the colorized Joker in that the card in the traditional tarot, this is the Fool card. The Fool card talks about being naive and not knowing. Also being open to new information, new experiences, all of the above, right? With the Ten of Diamonds, I think what this is things look very unsettled at the moment and up in the air, but you're unaware of where this is leading you. This is an awesome, kick-ass reading, Scorpio, if I might add. You don't know this prosperity you're headed towards. Hell to the yes. Ten of Spades. This is completed. This was, okay, this major disappointment, this is what this card represents. This card can literally represent like the end of a major connection. Like it could be end of a marriage, it could be death, it could be like something has completely crumbled and is gone forever from your life. There's always a period of mourning and sadness with this card. Like you have to go through a process of processing the whole thing that you just went through. But when I see this in the advice column here, we're looking at it being over, it being behind you, but it was devastating to you at some level. I think we kind of knew that with the Seven of Hearts, honestly, because there was some kind of emotional tie you had to this, and it wasn't necessarily a person. It was like maybe, you know what I'm hearing is I've actually known people like this that their whole identity rides on their occupation. Like what they do for a living and how much money they make is their whole identity. When that's gone, they're gone. They have to figure out who the hell they are. And a lot of times it leads to major devastation in someone's life, to put it simply. They have to kind of rebuild who they are. They have to figure out who they are, where they're going next. It's like the whole fabric of life got pulled out from under you. That's quite the metaphor. I don't know where that came from, but the whole fabric got pulled out. Like the curtain got ripped down. To reveal there's nothing behind the curtain. So where do you go? Anyway, I'm getting lost in this Ten of Spades. But that is behind you, and it really did affect you in a profound way. That's what I'm picking up on that. And look at that. This is the card of profound change, honestly. This is major disruptions in routine and lifestyle, and it has to do with outside influences. This is not something you invited. No. It was very unexpected. This is the breakup card. But I don't think you broke up with a person. I think you broke up with a corporation, an entity, a company, a situation. You broke off from it. You like tore yourself away from it, and you're bleeding. You were bleeding out here for a while with this Ten of Spades. I'm sorry to be so dramatic, but that's what I'm kind of feeling that was how bad it was. It was traumatic. You went through some trauma here. May I remind you, though, this was all destined. Because it's going to lead you to this. This Ten of Diamonds is phenomenally fantastic. I can't express to you how awesome a direction you're headed. Let's see if we can get some more cards of advice for Scorpio. Now that I got them all excited and stoked. You're stoked, man. Five of Clubs. Again, the card of change. There's going to be some changes here that you need to kind of prepare yourself for. You've got the 3 5s out here. You have the 5 of Diamonds, which is going to change your financial situation. You got the 5 of Spades, which is about your lifestyle being pretty much turned upside down on end and things just going kind of haywire, not under your control at all. And this right here is the card that says all of this needed to happen. A major change needed to occur in your life. There's a need for renovation. You were stuck in some kind of rut. You might not have realized it because if you were attached to this job or this career, you might not have realized that you were actually holding yourself back. Yes, you were holding yourself back. This needed to happen. With this destiny and this need for renovation, you literally got kind of torn. It's like having a limb torn off. You get torn away from this. Like it was, like I said, it was pretty traumatic for you. This was not a small event that happened. Interesting here, you have the Two of Hearts, which talks about the desire for closeness and connection. This is how you felt about your career. It made you feel part of something. This is the card of partnerships, harmony, balance. I think you were using. I'm getting that you were using the situation, whatever form it took, to fulfill some kind of need for you to feel connected. That's what needed to change. It came out with this Five of Clubs. Good grief. That's what you needed to change. Being connected to a job, I mean, yeah, it works to some degree, and it works on some level, but you have human needs. You have all this emotion out here. Like I said, this is you tearing yourself away from this has led to this. This has already occurred, or you're experiencing it now. That's what the Two of Hearts here denotes, though, that this is how meaningful it was to you. But it needed to change. It needed to turn around. Any more cards of advice, please, for Scorpio before I close it out here? Wow, I just feel like incredibly energized with this reading. 6 diamonds. Hell yes. This is new opportunities and doors are going to open for you in the financial realm. This is about opportunities to take major financial responsibility. Whatever that means to you, you take it. It can mean paying off debt, for example. It can mean putting yourself in a better living situation, like buying a home. It could mean replacing a vehicle that you're just putting too much money in. You're just going to scrap it and buy a new vehicle, for example. Major financial responsibility here. Opportunities for that. You're going to have options present themselves to you. This is what this is about, Scorpio. So I think you're doing fantastic. As I said, as we walk into this situation with this reading, it looks like you're doing well anyway, emotionally. But you don't know where you're headed. There's a little bit of you just not being aware of how significant this turn of events was. That's the bottom line. But it was traumatic. I'm not going to downplay that. That's clearly out here. The 7, you had the 7 of club, spades too, remember? This was traumatic. You had this huge, awful, dark work situation, heavy, intense, but you're doing fantastic and you're headed in a fantastic, wonderful financial future here. You're gonna experience some abundance that you probably have never experienced before. I'm not kidding you. It's on that level. So keep the faith, and thank you for joining me. And if you want to see when the mid-October reading comes out, go ahead and hit subscribe and notifications. You'll get that little bell icon on your phone. It'll let you know when the next one comes out. Should be in the next couple weeks here. And take care in the meantime. Thank you for joining me.